Hello and welcome to the Every Other Saturday podcast YouTube channel for instant match reaction to Livingston 0, Rangers 3 at the Toni Macaroni Stadium. Do you know that feels absolutely amazing to say that we've beat Livingston more than like a goal to nil. We've been
Mm.
due a few goals against them for a long time. It's glad to see we can get it done tonight. We're here to give our thoughts on that. If you like the video, like it on YouTube, subscribe to the channel, follow the socials, it'll be on the screen. So going into this one, we talked about it in the podcast yesterday. The team was very depleted, and I'm sorry if you can hear budgies in the background. That's what it is.
Oh, mate.
The team was very depleted in terms of several positions, really not having any depth within them. Aribo started the night at left back, which I was really happy to see. I mean, anytime he's been there, he's been really good. Roof obviously kept his place, and it was pretty like the team we were expecting. And McLaughlin started in goal, so I'm guessing you have no complaints about the side.
Not whatsoever, mate. I thought, as you say, I thought you predicted it spot on, mate. Great prediction, as you say, enjoyable. What a guy, man! What a guy Joe is, I must say. But no, predictable as you said, mate.
Aye, predictable. And going into this one, as we said, it's just get a result and move on to the last game of the season. And we did that. The first half was a slow burner. You can imagine it was due to it being end of the season on that pitch. Players adjusting to that again was tough. But I mean, Kent looked lively. Aribo looked good in the opening exchanges. I thought even Emmanuel Thomas for Livingston looked pretty good at times, holding the ball at the other end of the park. Simpson got caught a few times with him. And we had a couple of chances. Hadji shooting for range and Kent. But up until that point, there was nothing much. We got a penalty, which I thought was great play for Roof to find Hadji, and it's a clear-cut penalty. And Tav finally slides another penalty into the net. Your thoughts on that one?
I was a bit nervous for him. I'm not going to lie. I thought obviously with the penalty, it is a penalty, as we said. The ball wasn't obviously in play. I was a bit. I do think Hadji did go down a bit. A dive, to be honest with you, but I'm not saying he dived in it like that. But it was kind of just the way he went down. It was sort of like he was going in for a swim in the pool. But he's finally Tav put the ball in the net in the penalty. I was a bit nervous just because it went into the corner, so I was like, Jesus, man. But he put the ball in the net. That's the main thing. As you're saying, there was a couple of chances in that just before it. I like the ball that Goldson played the first couple of minutes. I think it was to Kemal, but he just fell because of the surface. We know if that's sort of ground, probably touches that and puts it in the net, to be honest. But good penalty.
Nah, good penalty right into the side net, and as you say, there was a lot of space in behind the opening 5 or 10 minutes, but nothing really clear cut up until we get the penalty. That sort of sends us on our way into half time. You're hoping we come out, get a couple more goals, see a couple of players for the bench, and then it's all round a good night. We did get another couple of goals. I thought Ryan Kent's goal was great work for him and Morelos. Morelos is very unselfish with his play. He could have had a go at goal if he wanted, but he passed it back into Kent's path and a tap in. I thought Kent again is just he's grown in the past few games. He's just looks what a player, and he bags himself another one. I think that's 13 goals for the season now. So good numbers for Ryan Kent.
Definitely good numbers, mate. What a goal that was. But as I said, just when we were going into the half, I was a bit nervous because I didn't want Alfredo to get sent off. As soon as he got that yellow, I thought, bring him off, Stephen. Please do not keep him on, because I was thinking, God, we're going to lose him, aren't we? But no, man, what a goal. That was really sensational play. A couple of times even throughout the game, I thought some of the play was really beautiful. Joe Aribo on that left-hand side, mate. He was leaving them for dead, man, sometimes. And that third goal, all the way he said, like, oh, my days. Thank you very much.
I know he was great, Aribo, and that just shows the kind of player he is. He's just a good. He plays at left back, doesn't look at his place. Plays at right wing, doesn't look at his place. In midfield, just looks as fine as ever. And you want that kind of player in your team. And when he was driving down that left hand side, at times you're like, who's even going to stop this guy? Like players were coming in for tackles, he's just going by them or nothing. And we've obviously seen that before all season. But great performance for Aribo.
That's sensational. For me, I don't know about yourself, mate. I think there's great team performance tonight, and as you're saying, compared to beforehand, we usually struggle at Livingston, and to get a couple of goals a night is just superb, fantastic. And I overall, as I say, great team performance. A couple of people stood out for me. I did enjoy watching Aribo and Kamara link up. and Kent as well. Just I was a bit worried for him at the start. I thought he rolled his ankle over, but thank God he could play on. Simpson, I don't know about yourself, mate. What do you think about Simpson? I thought he had a decent game. I thought he looked all right, and then there was moments where he was getting.
Aye, similar thoughts about that one. I feel he looked assured most of the time. Maybe his passes, defending all that, but then always got a shaky moment in him. I'm putting that down to just being the start of his Rangers career. He's still sort of coming into playing for Rangers and stuff like that. So I'll put that down to that. But I thought he looked all right. Maybe a similar performance to the Celtic game where he had a few moments, but was solid throughout. Never caused anything major, but there was a couple chances, not that came off of him, but in general for Livingston after our second goal. They hit the bar. We had a good strike for Pittman, and then John McLaughlin's there when he's needed and he punches it off.
Is that boy that looks like him for line of duty?
Might be.
Listen, I swear to God, I was like, he looks like that boy for line of duty. If you know who I'm on about, you know what I'm on about. If people are watching.
Mm-hmm. I think I know who you're on about. It might be him, but I'll need to look him. And then they hit the post as well, Livingston. I thought that was a goal, but for somehow he's a tap in, he puts it onto the post. Got away with one there. Kept our clean sheet intact, and then the goal you were talking about a few moments ago. Cedric Ayton does really well. Gets the ball in, doesn't give it up. Aribo, and he passed it down to the channel with Ayton. Ayton needs to find somebody. I think he was looking for Defoe initially, but Hadji's there, and it's a really tidy finish. And I'd say close with that and Kent for the best goal tonight. Both really good team goals. And that gets us 3-0. Hadji, how would you think of that goal?
Oh, listen, mate, as I say, Joe Aribo, oh my God. And as you say, Cedric, fair play. I was happy to see him come on, but I was happy to see somebody else come on. We'll get to that. But I would probably say the Kent goal for me is probably the goal of the game if you're going by that kind of regards. But it was just Joe Aribo tonight. It was just sensational for me. Sensational Joe, that's his name. Sensational Joe, mate.
Sensational.
If to be a wrestler, that's his name. Sensational Joe.
I like the link up with him and Kent all night. I feel like that's dangerous to play against. If Aribo is wanting to be a left back, I'm all for it. Just obviously needs to improve on the defensive side of it. But
I'm all for Dave writing some more songs with these two linking up as they do in the park. Let's give us more Santan songs about Rangers. I'll take them all day.
Please bless us. But I feel like the biggest moment of the game came around the 85th minute. Was Greg Stewart came on for his penultimate appearance, I think, of the season. And I know you were one happy man watching that. And to be fair, I know we use Greg Stewart as a joke of that, but I really think he's knuckled down this season. He's not really been put off by much with limited game time, and it's just nice to see him get on the park after we've talked to him in the podcast all season. So you were happy with that one?
Definitely. Listen, good player, as we've said. He's a great player, but as you just said, he's probably not at the high quality that we need to go on to win successful titles in Champions League football. I do think if there was a person I could swap a body with for a year, it would be Greg Stewart, because he's had the best seat in the house as a Rangers fan, getting to watch all the games. I'll tell you that right now. If I could swap with him, I would.
100%. By the way, he's had some season just sitting watching on this anyway. Definitely one of us for the sidelines. But that sort of wraps up the game. Who was your man of the match tonight? I'm assuming with the way you're talking, it's going to be Aribo.
Well, it definitely is, mate. But before I get to Joe being my man of the match, I must say David Martindale looked like he was taking his family for dinner after that game.
Very casual with the Gucci's on.
He was going to flanking Benny's or something after it. I've got my niece's birthday or something. He was probably telling his team, you know. But no, for me, Joe Aribo tonight, just what a footballer. I think you could maybe put a Kent or even I thought Glenn and Davo tonight, man. Just yet again, just solid performances.
Solid performances throughout. I thought Tav as well, really good getting his goal. It was really good for the Kent goal as well. So he was good, but I think mine has to go to Joe Aribo as well, just for playing in an unorthodox position. Starting there doing so well, you could on another day make complaints about his defensive sort of ability and stuff like that. But he was put there, he done a really good job. Impressed me and you. So Joe Aribo gets the man of the match tonight. Is there anything else you would like to touch on before we finish up?
No, mate.
That's
really.
it, innit?
On to Saturday, innit?
On to Saturday, that is it. One game left now. Sad to see this season come to an end, but everybody will be enjoying Saturday. We've seen the fans at the game at Livingston as well in the corner with the fireworks and stuff like that. So that's just a wee taster of what's to come.
Did you see the quality policing going up when they let the what was it, the flares or whatever?
Do you know?
Policing.
I thought of that Burniston sketch because they went up as if they were going to do something, and then it went back on. They were all still there, as if the police had joined in or something. So, that was funny. It was good seeing the fans though, and their numbers again. And hopefully, on Saturday, it's just going to be even more mental when we lift the trophy. One more last push to get this unbeaten season over the line, though. So we'll hopefully look forward to that.
One last dance.
One last dance again. So for us, like, subscribe, follow the socials on the screen, and we'll see you later. Cheers.